Mr. Mantshantsha, thank you very much for your time. Let's start with that question. What is the difference between load reduction and load shedding?
Tony, thank you for inviting me. To the end customer, there really is no difference. We are using the term load reduction to differentiate the reason why it has to be done. So let's start with load shedding. That's when Eskom does not have enough capacity to generate electricity. Eskom's machines are faulty and the whole country gets affected by load shedding. Now, load reductions. This is being implemented in the high-density residential areas of Gauteng, and we are doing this to limit and minimize disruptions caused by the destruction of infrastructure, caused by illegal connections and overloading. This happens mainly in the high-density residential areas of Gauteng, and we have said we will limit these power cuts to the hours when the most damage occurs, and that is between 5 in the morning and 9 in the morning, and again between 5 in the evening and 10 in the evening. You will have seen, probably, that many substations and transformers keep going up in explosions in the past few weeks. Let me give you another example. At Tabong Hostel in the Free State, Eskom has replaced a transformer in the same place on the same pole 3 times in 1 week. You put it up and go away, and the people connect in the hostel illegally and overload the system, and the thing collapses under the weight. That piece of equipment costs about 80,000 rands a piece, and we have had to replace it 3 times, and it's still damaged, needs to be replaced. So this costs in Gauteng about 1 billion rand a year.
Let me ask you the question then. What is the solution to this problem, Mr. Mantshantsha? Because it does appear that it is an ongoing problem. Are you working closely with municipalities to try and find a solution? Because the illegal connections are not going to end. If anything, they are going to spike. We are in the winter season.
Absolutely, you are right, Claudia. This is not the most sustainable solution. I must tell you that each solution you bring has got a million problems attached to it. So we are working with the law enforcement agencies, where we even we go to areas accompanied by the police and other security establishments, including Eskom's own security teams, to go and remove the illegal connections. Let's be frank here. These illegal connections are crime, electricity theft, and unfortunately only the police in this country can arrest people legally, and there are, of course, rules and laws to be followed. So it's an ongoing problem. We do go and remove these illegal connections. We talk to our customers, the municipalities, and indeed the people in these areas. But it is an ongoing problem, and unfortunately it also negatively impacts our good customers, the people who actually pay for their electricity.
Final question to you, Mr. Mantshantsha. How is a customer who stays in an area that is close to, let's say, a densely populated area, as you've said, and in that densely populated area is where most of these illegal connections are done? How do you deal with that irate customer whose electricity keeps going? They're paying every month, but they're having to sit in the dark for the hours that you've mentioned, simply because there's a nearby settlement where people are connecting electricity illegally?
So we acknowledge the inconvenience that is caused to our honest and paying customers, and there's no easy solutions about this. We have asked them to accept the inconvenience for the few hours a day, rather than we have these explosions, the infrastructure getting destroyed, and the customers sit for days without electricity while we are finding equipment to fix the damage. So there is, unfortunately, that inconvenience. Like I said earlier, each solution you bring has a million problems that accompany it. We request people to do everything they can to prevent illegal connections, to report those illegal connections, and to protect Eskom's employees and contractors when they come to remove these connections. An unfortunate situation happened yesterday, actually, where Eskom was in deep sloot, going to remove these illegal connections. They were pelted with stones. Our colleagues were pelted with stones, and our vehicles damaged by members of the community in broad daylight. Now these criminals live in the same communities in which we live, and we know who they are. The victims, when Eskom's infrastructure gets destroyed, it is the people who actually need the electricity.
Mr. Mantshantsha, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask you a side question. When are you handing over the report that cleared Mr. Oberholzer to that parliamentary committee that's requested it?
There are the processes there that the Department of Mineral Resources of Public Enterprises will work through the department, and Eskom will deal with the parliamentary process through those channels.
All right, Sikonathi Mantshantsha, thank you very much for your time. He speaks for the power utility.